Hey, good morning, guys. Good to be with you this morning. And man, I'm just gonna say the obvious. How about that boot camp? Huh? How about that boot camp, man? That event was nasty. That was awesome, man. Come on, we had. In case you guys didn't know, we had 31 students, and not that I want to make this about numbers or anything, but the cool thing is we impacted the majority of our youth ministry. And today I want to just do like a one-hit wonder leadership lesson on gaining and sustaining momentum, because this is an event that we should be using it to build, create, and sustain momentum. And before I get into that, I just want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to each and every one of you. I mean, if I went through each and every one of you and just expressed how much I appreciate you guys, we'd go for hours. And so, for the sake of the 5 minutes that we have, let me just say a huge thanks to each and every one of you. Know that everything you did not go unnoticed. The time that you guys put in, the prayer that you put in, the effort, even when you were tired this weekend, you put yourself aside to pour into these students. And man, honestly, I am so blessed. I feel so blessed as the youth pastor, to be able to have you guys on the leadership team. You guys are the ones that made this event possible. Really, you guys are the ones that made this event happen. It just goes to show how effective team is, how much better together we are. We will always be more effective than just one person. This team can go farther than I could ever take a ministry. This team will go farther than Alyssa and I could take a youth ministry. And so want you guys to feel like youth pastors, because that's what you guys were this weekend. You cared for your squadrons, you cared for people. Even if you weren't part of the weekend, you were a shepherd, in the sense that we know you were praying for us. And so just having students on your mind like that, that's what it means. That's what it means to shepherd a youth ministry. And so feel like youth pastors, because you guys are doing it. You guys are just as much youth pastors as Alyssa and I are. You may not have the official title, you may not have the official role, you may not get paid for it, but our heart is to equip you to interact with students like any other youth pastor would. And anything short of that is robbing you of a leadership opportunity. And so again, just want to say, man, you guys, thank you so much for everything that you did. You guys made this weekend possible, and so love you guys dearly for that. And so we have 2 minutes left, and I just want to talk quickly about what it means to gain and sustain momentum. I was listening to a leadership podcast from Andy Stanley, and Andy Stanley is one of the leading communicators and pastors of the world today. And he was talking about it, and he said that anything new in a business, organization, church, anything new will naturally spur on a momentum. And I think for our context, this event was new, so it's naturally going to create momentum. And especially with the number of students that we had, that this is a big deal. I think one of the worst things that we can do is just call it a big deal, and but never talk about it again, or call it a cool event but never talk about it again. And so in the next couple weeks moving forward, I want to encourage you guys with a couple things. Continue to pray that the words spoken by our guest speakers would continue to penetrate the hearts of the students, would continue to convict them, would continue to inspire them to put their nose in their Bibles, continue to inspire them that, hey, there is a battle being raged, there is a war being raged. I need this armor if I'm going to be effective, if I'm going to stand in this life. I need to be able to stand in God's might, in His strength, and not my own. And so we want to create momentum in the sense, follow up with students after this. For every squadron you were a leader over, text those students. If you guys need phone numbers, let me know. But let's text these students and encourage them and say, hey, how can you respond to Pastor Levi's challenge at the end, that how can you take a stand at your school? And I challenge them with something just as simple as getting together and praying for a couple minutes together before school, and just seeing what the power of prayer would do. And so just as an encouragement, this will be my final thought. I know we're going a little bit over. Brittany Alford texted Alyssa and said that for the first time in a long time, she is going to get back into doing devotionals, get back into a routine, that this event specifically has inspired her to want to do devotionals, to want to pray, to want to grow in leadership, to want to get involved, whatever that looks like for her. And so never underestimate the power of God showing up at an event like this. If he didn't show up, we are nothing more than event coordinators. But if God shows up, lives will be transformed. And so let's use this to build momentum going forward. And whatever that looks like, let's capitalize on it. And so we've got a minute over. Love you guys. Respond to this in the sense of any other praise reports, any thoughts that you have about how to really capitalize on this momentum going forward. Would love to hear your thoughts. Would love to hear every single one of you respond. Let's interact. Let's have a conversation together. And love you guys. Bless you. Have a good week at work. Preach the word. Save souls. Amen. Okay, I'm done. Bye.